Glad.
Craigori.
Please, Craigori is my father. Hi, Craig.
Hello, Craig.
Hi, Greg.
There we go. Perfect.
Also
That was so in
personal-
character for Navis.
I just wasn't paying attention. I was like, okay, wait.
Wait, we're going. Oh no.
Also, one recorded point of contention. Why is there a Cthulhu in D&D? I'll never understand it. I hate it.
What?
They just released, like, Cthulhu Mythos. Like, they're working with the folks who make Call of Cthulhu and bringing it to D&D,
boy.
and I hate it. Because the
We
whole
have
point
so
of Cthulhu
many
is you can't stab it. You can't
Gobs
stab Cthulhu.
and whatnot. Like, why? Anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Recap. Curtis, go.
Yeah. Hello. When last we left our intrepid heroes, Navos threw out an anti-cop slur, which appeared to make a lot of friends. Louis, the marauder-esque captain, awfully full of himself, primed and preened within an inch of his life, had set up a checkpoint that we were all trying to get through. Things were about to get violent, and then we made fun of the cops, and everybody laughed, and it was a great time. Important note, Captain Legrun, who Louis is wearing the insignia and the armor of, or is masquerading as, is a real captain. Is a real captain of this guard. And we don't know what her situation is, dead, alive, or just unaware of what's happening. But they were offering us fake or dummy colors to suppress magic to get past the guards. They are not exactly... We did not do business with them because they were offering exorbitant prices to get us in. But they said,
I mean, 50 gold. It's not that bad.
Compared to all the money we all have.
They brought it down to 3.
Regardless,
Continue.
we did not take them up on their deal. They were doing a lot of fat lady work, and they were not boneberries who Brun was looking for. And there was no sign of any of the boneberries on the road even past them. We got out of the woods and into sort of the grasslands, so you can see Kahlo in the distance. For any marauding armies to come through, Kahlo would be able to spot them from like a 3-hour hike away. And talked to Farney a little bit. Farney learned more about Farney's family the Twistwind serves as runners and messengers in the merchant quarter. And so that's kind of how Farney has gotten into this position. But with no sign of any of Brun's allies, and just a general hostile environment at the gates, we sent Farney ahead to see if we can get more information on what's going on at the gates, while we laid in wait for the thing that had been pursuing us to show up again in the evening. So with Farney gone, the 4 of us made camp a little early. First shift, Duncan, pretty quiet. Farney returned during Duncan's shift and just passed the fuck out. No trance, actual sleep. Brun slept through his shift after being awoken. I have, quote, whoopsie in my notes. Thane had some strange dreams. There was this face of the woman that they had seen earlier. The woman asked, "Are you Valen?" Thane said, "I can be Valen." When awaking for their shift, Thane shifted into the woman that they had seen when waking up Navos. Navos recognized the face of this woman, and was very adamant that Thane needed to change immediately. You don't get to use that face, which is the most definitive and authoritative we've ever heard Navos at this point. There was also there was something odd with saying Valen, I believe. I don't know if these are like my deranged ramblings or actually like spoken aloud. But there was just like the word was missed. The word was taken away. The word was unspoken, unheard.
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
And then the monster that we were looking for, the eyes were in the distance. It left nothing for us. And then it just fucked right off. There's also, Navos has a wand, a crimson wand with the letters MT engraved on it. And then we all got together, woke up, Farty's reconnaissance. The gates are heavily guarded, heavily sealed. There are lines of people trying to get in. There are fights breaking out in the queue to get in. As violence is happening, guards are stepping in, cracking skulls and dumping bodies at the perimeter of the camps. Things are messy, things are violent, and people are not getting into the city smoothly or quickly at this point. And then Brun and Thane kind of talked about how best to channel the rage of the people at these gates to try and bust the way in during a riot. And there was going to be a signal set up, but Thane is not here this week. So we'll determine what that signal is when the time comes.
You'll just have to say, "This is the signal. Go, go, go."
This is it.
Signal!
Yeah, just shout signal. Never did I miss anything.
So, DM, correct me if I'm wrong, but the face that Thane turned into isn't necessarily female, just delicate for now.
So the face that Thane woke you with was the person you recognized, the person that you described. Waking up later, like properly, when you guys were having your moment in the morning, vaguely just feminine features, not necessarily the face that you told them not to use.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So y'all are on the road. Duncan did have some words for Brun about missing shifts, and has threatened some stretching exercises, I believe, to ensure that you stay awake when you're woken up.
As an interruption to my, with some clever words, just throwing my own words back at me as Brun and Thane were planning something. Yeah, Duncan was less than gentle with throwing those words back.
Yeah, they didn't really appreciate, or rather, Duncan didn't really appreciate you missing.
I'm sure Evan didn't either.
Yeah, Evan's very on board with being timely. All right,
And he's
so
not even here.
he's not even here. Ridiculous. Oh, there's my music. Fantastic. I think. Yeah, there's my music. So, y'all are on the road, and Navos, you're scouting currently. So as you've been keeping an eye up ahead, you had seen the very top of the spire, basically, of the city a while ago, while you were still in the trees. By this point, you are seeing more of the wall itself. Even from this distance, you can tell this place is massive. the moniker of the Great City is not misplaced. Farney is guiding y'all. They've got a pretty jaunty walk to him today. Seems to be feeling much better after crashing for the night, even though the news they brought back is not so pleasant. Brun, make for me. What were you? You were checking for boneberries. Okay. By this point,
I don't know if we've selected marches for this morning.
That's right. For some reason, I was like, "Yep, we're still on day. What was it? 5."
I am okay with Brun still just keeping an eye out, but also just like getting a still looking for Boneberry sign, because he's desperate for another way in that doesn't involve Louis and those amateurs.
So yes, thank you for correcting me. If y'all would like to choose your roles for the day, I'm just going to stick with previous roles for the other two. So Duncan on guard and Thane on guard.
Yeah, I'll just stick with Scout. That's been my go-to. As I'm looking around, I see the spires. Can I spot the gargoyles at all? Or are we still a little too far?
At this point, you can start seeing something like creatures flying above the walls. You see them kind of darting back and forth. Mm-hmm. Looks like they're on patrol, generally. There are some that gather at what look like maybe roosts of some sort. Fairly tall tower structures along the walls. You can see at this point guards walking across the top of the walls as well. As you've been moving, the road has grown more crowded. You've actually merged by this point with a second road that's coming a little more from the east. Brun, you recall the direction that you're coming from. If y'all... Are you guys in roll 20? You are. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal. I gotta move y'all.
We follow instructions. No. We've been doing this 17 sessions. We know.
Guys, I'm so impressed. We're over 4 months of consistent games. Mm-hmm. It's freaking incredible. Roll 20 bumped me to joining as a player. Oopsie doodle. In a moment, I will have a map for y'all. So, Brun, you know that you are entering what had been known as the Prayers District, Preyers. Yeah, a little tongue-in-cheek. So, this is the temple district of the city. This is where most of the religious folks are going to be. Come on. Come on, Roll20. You can do it. I fully believe in you. So, yeah, this is the southernmost gate, farthest from the river that Kahlo sits next to. There we go. Maybe? Hello? There we go. So, this is Kahlo. Brun knows a fair bit of the city. Mm-hmm. Gotta adjust my map. Yeah, so merging roads. Everything's getting really crowded. It seems like there's a lot of people who are trying to head to the city. You're not quite sure initially, unless you interact with people. Why people are flooding in. If it's part of similar issues in other places, not quite sure. So, yeah, there's enough people, like, doing the math. You could fill several, like, small towns with the number of people who are coming in. As large as Kahlo is, these people are just a small drop in the bucket, right? But it is still a lot of people coming through. There are wagons that are hauled by horses pushing through. Seems like their drivers are determined to make their own deliveries of people and goods. You see some passenger carts, some that are just carrying material. Whole variety going on there. Traveling further and further, you finally see the rest of the city. You've been kind of jam-packed in with everybody up until this point, trying to use the road as best you can. Some people are tracing vaguely in the same direction, but it's a lot harder to squish in at this point.
Do any of the people around us appear injured? Are there, like, more so than just, like, walking injuries or something like that?
Give me... You want insight, investigation, medicine even, perception?
Yeah, we'll just do perception.
Okay. Navos, you can see another larger roadway, at least you assume it is. There's another trail of people off to the left, coming more from the southwest, sort of west. So you assume there's a second major road over there as well. You can catch those over the peaks of some of these hills. Say again, Curtis, what'd you get?
13.
13. Okay. You do see a mix. Here and there, you get kind of clumps of people who seem like they are injured, upset, not having a great time.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
And we can use that 13 for this roll. Any sign of the grafe of the fibers? Any?
It's pretty bright out by this point.
Okay.
The sun is up. It's very difficult, so unless you're like right up on somebody, you're not going to notice it very well, even looking closer. I will say, every once in a while, as you brush past somebody, your sigils burn. Right, so there's something going on in between here.
Something in the water.
Something in the air.
I'd imagine, if this is my first time in this area and go to the festival in Alreth, would I know of any other festivals happening, or is this just the time where it's going to occur no matter what, and wherever we're at?
So, generally, around this time of year, before the major plantings are happening out in the farthest reaches of society, or of settlements rather, people are going to flock to towns. The city doesn't engage quite as much. They have their own kind of set of festivals and holidays. You can ask Bron, if you really want to.
Is it sort of the thing where, like, rural Pennsylvania schools get the first day of deer season off?
Yes. Precisely.
Okay, fantastic. I'm so glad that I was like, I think, yeah, okay.
My knowledge is limited, and I go with what I know.
Okay.
Navos, by this point, what had looked like the shadow of the grand structures of Kallo reveals its true nature. There is a second city outside the walls, made of tents and ramshackle camps. You see people by the thousands kept waiting outside of the gates. When you get to about the edge of the encampment, you see a few people who are tossed unceremoniously on the outskirts. Farney had mentioned that when fights broke out, the losers of those fights were dumped farther away. You would assume that some of these are those people. Duncan has been trying to like dress himself up a little bit, kind of polish the armor as he's walking, like make sure he's presentable. He had already shaved for the morning, that kind of thing. Trying to get a better sense of the people around you, kind of friendly old man chatter going on along the way. Trying to get more info from people as they've been traveling alongside you. And he does check back in once in a while with the rest of you to be like, okay, they're from such and such a place, places you've never really heard of. Probably couldn't point to them on a map, that kind of place. These ones are visiting family. Those ones they were attacked on the road too. It wasn't a boar, it was some kind of deer or something. Different things like that. Thane has been making note of people, and you see them looking. They had asked Farney about if Farney had ever seen anyone else from the Celestial Collective, similar armor. Having been told no, they are eyes peeled, trying to find any sign, because there's a tension in all the folks on the road. What would you two like to be doing at this point? Brun, still no sign of Boneberry activity. There's a lot of people kind of pressed in here. So even if you bumped into them, you might not catch it.
Yeah.
It looks like some of them are carrying light, carrying heavy. Are they trying to sell? Is this a festival that people are gathering for?
I don't think so. They're not out here by choice, I think.
What do you see of the people that are being thrown? Is there any way to avoid this?
Don't lose the fight. If the dust kicks up, beat them or run. Because they're just going to drag you out here. And I don't think this crowd's getting any smaller anytime soon.
Glad we had our training, but I was hoping not to pull them out this soon.
Navos reaches for the frying pan.
Yeah.
I think we won't have any problems unless somebody cuts in line.
And
That's going to be the worst.
Then knock them out.
Ask them politely to stand aside first. Say please.
Okay.
It's like, that first merchant festival, the first market festival that happens, like, just before midwinter.
Sorry. You bastard. Don't you bring hyper-capitalism into my fantasy world.
I don't know what you're talking about. Looking
The retail wars.
Looking at the people, how volatile is the crowd? Like, specifically, like, are there small-time thieves working these people? Like,
There sure are.
okay.
The carts, the wagons, the deliveries in particular, with the press of people around, Duncan will actually speak up and point to a cart a little in front of you and mention that two people just lifted a box, a crate of something, a smaller crate from it, and are making their way off toward the right of the road, trying to get further from it. So it's not uncommon. With the camps and such that are set up around the area that you're currently trying to push into, you see pity on their faces as the people on the road realize what's happening. Like, it hits, and there's despair. There's so much heightened emotion, right? It seems that very few people are being allowed in at the gate. And the people that are set up around here, you see like small trading markets. Carts that weren't able to get in are selling right then and there.
Selling what they got before it goes bad.
Yeah. There's the occasional guard who'll come up and like tell them to keep moving. Like, you don't have a permit type. Keep moving. There's no empathy that you can see that's going on from the guards. Thane is in their element, weirdly enough. Like, seeing the current state of these people, yeah, it sucks, but Thane is getting hyped up. Like, this is a powder keg they are ready to light. They kind of like poke you, Brun, and Thane, or Brun, did you see those guards? Like, the looks those people gave them, that's what we need.
Yeah. But we need to make sure there's enough to blow the doors open. If you let it go too soon, you don't bottle it up enough, they just come out and put it down.
Duncan steps in for a moment. I think as long as we can get to the gate, we have everything we need. We should be able to get in with no problem. Like, surely they called ahead. They sent a spell. They messaged ahead to let the city know we had stuff. And he kind of like checks his bag real quick, like does the little pat just to make sure that his box is still in there.
Brun's gonna swat his hand and be like, don't tap where your valuables are. If you hear someone shout thief, do not grab your coin purses. Do not grab the valuables, because there are 4 other people in this crowd that are going to be watching for that.
Is that what happened with the cart up ahead? We probably should have stopped that. We could have stopped that.
Are we trying to curry favors with a guy in a cart? Because I don't think us making friends with anybody on a cart is going to help us out right now.
He kind of points to, so the gate is a massive affair in this great, massive wall. There are kind of different sections to it, kind of stadium type gate, you know, where there's several sections. There's a setup kind of similar to what there was in Alarith, where shipping was coming in. It's off toward the right side of the gate. So a little more in line with where you'd know to be farmlands and such. So you see a lot of the carts trying to make their way that way. I mean, we could try to catch a ride. If we do them a favor, they might get us to the gate faster.
Are the guards taking heavy notice of carts, barrels, boxes?
You mean like up at the gate?
At the gate? Are they checking like everything, or
they're doing a hefty sweep of everything?
Okay.
Yeah. Farney turns to the rest of you. Remind me again, who has the permissions from the bishop?
Points to Duncan.
He starts reaching his hand to check where the thing is, and then looks at you and scratches his shoulder nonchalantly instead. Yes, that would be me.
As this conversation is happening, Brun is gonna just try and all right, is gonna sort of stand
Amateurs.
fully and puff himself out and just be big and scary to keep anybody from going after this particular foursome, and maybe anybody else around us. But I want to be like, hey, don't fuck with me, please.
The beacon of don't touch.
Yeah, just scare them off if I can, just by being burly.
Right. Dirk, could you make your investigation or perception check for scouting?
Yeah. Uh, 12.
12 for that. Curtis, what was your Boneberries roll? Did you roll for that yet?
I did not roll for Boneberries.
Do for me.
Natural 1. We are stuck.
Never mind.
I would also like to roll Intimidate to try and scare off the hooligans, if I may.
So I'm failing at this recently. I keep forgetting to give y'all your prizes for doing intro.
I was just going to mention
doing our recap. Yeah. Do you have an inspiration point yet? I feel like I've been giving you guys enough reasons to use all the gifts.
I do have inspiration, actually.
Well, in that case,
I will happily burn it on this natural 1.
Yeah, burn it and then give it right back to yourself.
Give it right back? Incredible. That is much better. If we're doing perception... that is a dirty 20. The pendulum swung the other way.
Fantastic. Davos, you are keeping an eye out. Looking up at the gates, anyone who approaches the gates, actually makes it up there, their body language changes a little bit, where, you could see them hopeful, we're only a few people away from the gate, getting there, and then sudden tension for just about everybody who approaches the gate, as they are thoroughly questioned and searched. So that goes for the carts, that goes for the people. By this point, Navos, your 1 hour of disguise self is up. Have you re-upped that? Or are you walking around as yourself? How are you traveling right now?
I don't remember turning it on today.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. That was the previous day. My brain.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah.
Welcome to the pain.
Yeah, it only lasts for an hour anyway. I would not try to risk that right now. The guard's just watching me. What is that?
The frick is that?
Yeah, I am trying to be a little more covered, if possible.
Right, I remember you had a cloak or something, a dirty cloak or something that you kind of tossed over yourself.
Yeah.
So where Brun is being big and space-takey, you are shrinking in on yourself, trying not to draw attention.
Yeah, I'm just hunking down. So I want to keep an eye on, I guess, the minutes, hours it could take, just counting 10 by 10 by 10, how many people are in front of us.
Okay.
Brun, would it be a good idea to go to a different entrance, or is this just going to be the same thing?
It's a long walk. Feel like kind of looks around. Roots and Pages is gonna be maybe we can try any of the gates in maybe Pages.
So,
Just 'cause
real quick,
Mhm.
to interrupt you, let me hop on over to the map. A little explanation of what's going on here. Eventually, there will be a legend for this. So, doodly-doo.
What?
Can
It's
y'all see my
already
ping?
It's already legendary.
Oh, thanks.
Mhm.
So what I'm pinging there, that is a gate. Okay. There are 4 of them. There's one into Prayers, one into Roots, one into
that would-
Feeders, and one into Clang.
Clang.
The thing next to it, those with the single point coming outside the wall there, those are major guard towers on the outer wall. These smaller diamonds along the squiggly lines are the inner walls. Those are traversable on top of them, and the diamonds those are guard towers along those. 2 dots with spaces, those are gates in between the different sections of the walls. And then the pencil lines currently, those are where major roads through the city are.
Heard. Okay. So.
A brief rundown, just real quick
Yeah.
while I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
Roots is the lower class, middle class lodging area. That's where most people are going to be living in the city. Feeders is food-based. That's where markets and restaurants and inns and taverns tend to be. Wages is the mercantile type region. So you'll find all of your major shops in that area. Pages is the scholarly, that's the libraries, and Broden would remember there are actual schools as well. Tomes moving in from Pages, that's more the arcane stuff. And the closer you get toward the center of the city, the higher your access needs to be. Prayers, as I mentioned, is the temple district. Clang, that is where the guards, the paladins, all of those forces are trained. They generally will live there, though there are barracks scattered throughout the rest of the city to help with coverage. Peak, that's the high district. Y'all probably won't get to see that, at least not for a good while, if you're really good. Let's see, I mentioned tomes. Yes, and tapes. Tape is sort of your government type places. Think red tape.
And
Flow on the
Flow
outskirts
is-
there, that's where the river is. The river comes basically right up to the wall, and there are docks and things. It's a major tradeway, so a lot of stuff coming in through there. While these are all like the major gates, there are other ways through the walls that may not be marked on this larger map as well.
Copy.
Make sense?
Mhm.
Yes, a lot, I know.
No, you're good.
I've been having so much fun city planning.
Good. So yeah, Brent's like, oh no, there's Pages from the inside, so we could go to Roots and try the gate there.
I didn't know if maybe one wouldn't be as full. They don't want to go to a certain section possibly, but I do think maybe trying to help somebody else in might work best.
Brent like gestures. If there was an easier gate, they'd be sending people there. The guards love foisting their problems off on other people.
Navos, real quick to interrupt you. Farney actually, Farney was kind of weaving ahead of y'all a little bit. Curtis. Farney was kind of weaving ahead, and they actually pop back to you and hold out a thin, kind of gauzy fabric, almost. It kind of looks like a veil, almost. You're not sure where they got it from, but they do offer it to you. You may want to cover, kind of gestures at your face. Take it or don't. I'm not sure how much of a difference it will make.
As much as I can. I don't know if the cloak is really helping. Thank you. I'll take it and put it on.
If we're trying to get in, if we go to Roots or Clang or even try to come in through some of the dockside, if they need to send somebody to approve our paperwork or documentation, if we get that far, this is our quickest way in. Because Prayers is just right on the other side of that wall.
Thane speaks up. Prayers? That sounds like where we would find people of the Celestial Collective.
No, probably. It's not... It's with an E, not an A.
They get kind of a confused look, like, what does that mean?
P-R-E-Y.
Oh.
Yeah.
That seems like sacrilege.
It's not what the city calls it, not what the church calls it either. It's what the people call
it. That does not give us a lot of hope.
Duncan. You got the paperwork. You have the most official weight. But I'm not liking the odds.
Well, I think we should try it. We have every reason to be coming in. We have all of the paperwork. We've got a guide, points toward Farney, who has bip-bopped away again. They're very sprightly today. Much better mood than you've ever seen them, which is interesting, considering.
Considering we're this close to this many people in the city. Hold on.
I'm going to interrupt you for just a moment. You've been looking for signs of bone berries. Every once in a while, as you've been talking and keeping an eye out over everyone, and Navos had pointed out the carts and things being checked at the gate, you catch sight of a different cart that it looks vaguely familiar, and it's heading off around the right side of the city, which, you know, like, going around that way, they're going the entire way around the city. It's just to get up to Feeders, to the Feeders Gate. That's kind of weird. Like, why... The roads that go around Kahlo, not very well developed, aside from those major ones that come in and out of the city. There's not a lot of infrastructure for traveling, like circumventing the city, right? That one triggers a little red flag, a little bell in your brain, as acting weird. You can't tell who's in it from here, but there's something a little strange about that. You were rolling something or about to ask me something.
Farney acting weird. Having just run back overnight.
That was a 6-hour sprint.
Right. So why are they in a good mood? The next time Farney comes back, I would like Brun to like sort of turn to like put the sigil a little closer.
You're gonna give Farney the shoulder?
I want to see if the shoulder gets itchy. I want to see if I get the same feeling I got from the doppelganger thing in the woods. Because
Okay.
Brun, like, seeing it's like, man, Farty's in a good mood.
Farty's never in a good mood.
Just like,
Not with us.
it's like, does anyone else think Farney's really cheerful today?
Yeah, they gave me this gauze out of nowhere. They seemed almost happy. Do I feel anything coming off of this?
No, I'm not even going to make you roll for that. It's just a piece of fabric. It does look like it was cut, but not like cleanly. So, not sure where that's come from.
I mean, I appreciate it, but it is strange with how tired they seem to be.
They're either really excited to get rid of us, or that's not Farney.
Well, who else would it be? Duncan asks.
Yeah.
It seemed like them when they
walk in the day.
Yeah, but there's no. When we saw that thing in the woods, it hid behind its illusion, but it was still, we could still see it behind. There's nowhere for it to hide behind.
You said
with
it looked
this.
like an animal first time you saw it. Right.
Well, it was hard to see it outside the firelight. And Duncan this whole day has been like old man prattle, but you see him like stretching every now and then. Like, he did not sleep well. You can see bags under the eyes. Like, he was uncomfortable all night, basically. And it barely counted as sleep one of those nights. So, trust his judgment if you want to.
I just
Thane, not really paying attention.
I think a level of precaution is probably
So, by this point, what is your plan of attack to get up to the gate?
Duncan wants to try and do this the upfront way.
I feel we should, yes.
OGM,
Yeah.
with my history of the city
Yeah.
and current company, do I have a strong sense that we will not be permitted through and we will be detained, questioned, and possibly put to the sword?
Detained and questioned? Absolutely. Sword? Not necessarily.
The sword's okay, so if the sword
That's
is
only
our-
if they're feeling feisty.
It's only a 50-50. Okay. Duncan,
Derek, you've been
Mabel.
quiet. Oh, I was gonna ask if you had any input here.
No, I wasn't sure if you had an answer for how many people are ahead of us, or at least like the time that it could be.
So, at the current rate, you are pretty far back in the line, and the line's moving slow. So, like, think stereotype of the DMV
Oh,
times like 4 or 5.
I-
So there's a lot of people in front of you.
It's a border crossing. Yeah, it's like
no matter what we choose to do, I think it's best to not allow Thane to take action with this amount of time. I'd say we either help some court or try to push Duncan through. This is probably going to be the same no matter what entrance we go to, but
Well, we think that we could make some friends around here. Like, just look at these people around us. How long do you think they've been here? They've got to be sick of sitting here waiting for something that's not going to happen.
I know you can. I'm just worried about what will start if we do this. We've seen people
Well, if there's-
thrown on the ground. I don't want anybody else hurt.
The sacrifice of a few is worth the safety of so many more people. We have to get these samples inside. And they kind of drop their voice when they say samples. It's like nobody can know that you guys have the Krabby Patty secret formula. I know Plankton's here somewhere. But we have to get this inside. Brun, do you know where in the city we would be taking this stuff? What's the fastest way to get in there? You would assume pages or tomes.
Yeah. But also, if this is to be presented to the Archbishop, prayers is going to be the first place, and then directed from there, or we foist it off to them and they take it wherever they need to take.
You could also ask Farney.
Farney's off.
Gallivanting. Farneying all over the place.
Yeah. It's this is the shortest route. This is the quickest way in, but also kind of.
Thane turns to you, Nevos. If it comes down to it and we need a distraction, we think we could make that work. We still haven't seen any other members of the collective, but they could still be they could be inside. A place like this is a prime target for our efforts.
If it comes to it,
They are.
I will try to help. But we need to be some inanimate distraction, not a person on person.
You want to set a fire or something? Like, there's
Fire,
not much out
maybe.
here.
Throw a barrel. I mean, I don't want to use any illusions, but if it comes to it, I could try to hide, throw something up.
Duncan cuts in. I don't think the city that hates magic in the hands of other people is going to appreciate your illusions.
No, but if I'm hidden, it's probably the first thing that'll stand out. It's the last
That's
thing
true.
I want to do.
Feels like this is the hardest for you, Nevos.
Duncan.
Yeah.
Brun kind of leans down. What would recruits the Order of Velis Valar wear on the road?
Well, on the road, they would wear their colors proudly. They would. We do not hide who we are, like some people do. Kind of pointed comment at you. We are proud of the work that we do, and we show it.
Do you have any spare colors? For the
I
three
have
of us?
some. Not for all of you. I don't have that many holy symbols. Thanks. If we can find some wood, we could maybe make some.
If we have a unifying image, some marker that says we're all with the same group, and Duncan, if you're talking to the guards, we're recruits. You're bringing us to the city for training. And they can go through our belongings. We have a letter from the Archbishop saying that this is an urgent matter that you need to speak to the Archbishop about, and we are here to carry those burdens. it gives a little
Might-
more deniability and plausibility to why the four of us.
Sounds like we have a few plans. What should we try first?
I think we can't really undo a riot if we start one.
Thane looks a little disappointed.
It's still on the docket, it's just a little further down. Fire's not going to
Ooh,
get you very
the docks. We could burn the docks.
far. If you
Cut
want to
off their
starve
supplies.
if you want to starve an entire city full of people,
The people can leave. Anyway. Around this time, Farney, you see Farney kind of bip-bopping back along. If you are trying to be subtle about your shoulder turn, give me, I don't know, like a performance sleight of hand.
I'll do performance. Yeah.
Can I help with advantage?
How?
Feel free to say no. I'm thinking I just want to go like back to back with him, like lethal weapon. Just we're a little tired.
Or even just
Okay.
like
I'll allow that.
you could just like open up the space that we're in, so Farney is like the opening for Farney is on that side.
This is the only spot. Yeah.
Yeah. You can
Okay,
sit with
I
us,
will
but you
allow
have to
this.
sit here.
Yeah.
This is the only space you get. Yes, I will grant you advantage for that. Assistance. Don't you dare. No! You son of a gun! What is the plus for that?
+2 for a 22. Uh-huh.
I'm mad at you. I'm so mad at you.
Thank
got
you
a
for
20.
The assist. Thank
I
you
got
for
a
the
20.
Oh,
assist.
You bastard. All right. So Farney sees the kind of huddle going on. Y'all have stopped moving by this point. You've kind of joined the road crew. There are like from the mumblings that you've heard of the people who have set up camps. It's kind of a consensus of good luck, we tried it type. And you do get some eyes that are like, if they try anything, like those people are probably going to come after you, right? Like if they get the feeling that you are advancing in front of quote unquote their spot in line, these thousands and thousands of people that are out here, they're gonna get feisty real quick. So Farney kind of sidles up. So good news and bad news. Bad news is nobody's getting through the gate currently. Whoever's up there currently is being detained, it seems. I'm not sure what they had on them, but they are not having a good time, and it's holding things up. The good news, I did find a few people who seemed fairly friendly. You were asking about allies at the city here. Mostly talking to Thane with that. You may be able to make some friends with them. There's a few merchants who are trying to get their goods in. Seems they're delivering some things. What is the current plan?
Am I getting anything on this turn?
You are.
Just gonna look to sort of standing behind Vox and just like kind of raise an eyebrow and like kind of point my head towards Farney and like to Duncan and Thane on the opposite side of the circle, and like, there's something.
You get a slight... Thane makes eye contact with you. has been kind of plotting the overthrow of the government and snaps out of it for a brief moment, notices how serious your face has gotten, sees the head tilt. I squint just a little bit in acknowledgement. Duncan just wasted an 18 on the die. Duncan does not catch the vibe. He starts trying to fill Farney in. So we have a couple of options, just trying to get to the gate currently. Well, in that case, we could try to set up a camp, just like everyone else. Do you have a preference? I could go scout things out again.
Hand sort of reaches out, almost like the yawn stretch.
Oh my gosh!
But just like, Farney, it's a little. I appreciate it, but I'm not enjoying the vibes of the people around us. I think you should stick with the group for now. I'll have that hand, just kind of rest on the shoulder and just settle there. If Farney tries to book it, I'm gonna hold on as hard as I can.
You feel a bit of tension hit the shoulders as your hand comes down. They kind of turn to you. That's probably for the best.
My thoughts exactly.
Nevos, by this point, Thane has made eye contact with you. Does a similar head tilt, but it's a little awkward because they're across the circle. And is trying to telepathically send you the message, but they can't telepath.
Do you need your need your neck cracked? Are you okay?
Duncan speaks up. I slept so poorly last night. I kind of tries to stretch. You hear a little bit of a crack, a little bit of a pop as he moves his neck. It's that did feel better. Thank you, Nevos.
Of course. What now? If we're held up, do we move to a different gate? I really do not care to stay another night out.
Does it look like, looking at the detainment ahead of us,
you see gargoyles have dropped from up above and are getting involved. And Brun, you would know that when the gargoyles get involved, it's moderately to majorly significant, right? They don't tend to show their force. You would also recognize that, as Farney had mentioned, there's a lot. This seems like more than usual. And is that because it's been however long for you? You're not quite sure, but the fact that they mentioned it, that there seems to be a lot of gargoyles. Yeah, there's something going on, but you're not sure what.
Brun, are they refusing to be detained? Do they have something on them?
It's hard to tell from here. But how many gargoyles have come in to say hi?
There are 2 currently.
Okay. How big are they? Are they human? Are they human sized? Are they larger than human sized? 8 to 10 feet?
They're humanoid. They're still in the same size category, medium.
Okay.
But you get a variety of size ranges. One of them is scrawnier, a little on the smaller side, but super chunky. This is a wide boy. The other is more of a standard average human build. both have weapons at the ready, and the guards have... It's getting a little heated. You can tell by, like, the animation of the different people involved. The person that they are detaining... Navos, go ahead and make me another perception.
Yeah, and then on top of that, how far are we from, like, getting inside of the gate?
Okay.
That is a 15. Perception.
The person being detained, you see they're very wet. They're very wet. You recall the bards from Alrith, the water genasi?
Yeah.
You get the feeling that this is a genasi. Another water genasi.
Oh, okay. They didn't just, like, take a dip in the river and just try to...
No,
rush
they
in.
did not get, like, waterboarded at the gate.
Just so...
Just
Just a friendly little dunk.
Just a quick-
No. It looks like a water genasi. And
Okay.
thinking back to Farney's bracelet, the collar they have, you get the impression that doing that to someone so tied to magic, that probably isn't going to go well. So they seem to be resisting, but still trying to get in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make note of this. It looks...
As far as distance goes, you've still got a stadium of people in front of you. So the line is out the door and wrapping around the side, basically. So you would estimate, like, at the current rate, I don't know, maybe 3 days to try and get to the front gate. If you waited your turn.
like waiting for the newest Star Wars movie. It looks like a genasi and trying not to put this device around them. It may lose a piece of them if they do. I do not know how long they're going to hold out.
Farney speaks up. They could always just leave. There's no one forcing them to go in.
No, but it looks like they really want to be. For whatever reason.
How strange.
Is it strange? It seems like everyone wants to be in.
That's true. Kalu does seem to be the place to be right now. Brun, do you still have your hand on their shoulder?
Yep. Just like right there.
Brun, it's very warm out here. Can you remove your arm? We're not that close.
I don't want our guide to run into a mishap before they complete their task. Looks like we're here for the waiting game if we're gonna go through the door. We should stick together throughout this.
Right. Duncan speaks up. We have what none of these other people have. Kind of gestures with his stump. We have a lot of things. None of these other people seem to have. What's stopping us from using that? Thane speaks up as well. We're getting pretty bored just standing here. We should do something. We don't even care what. We should do something. We should get in the city.
Duncan, do you want to take the documentation up and see if you can flag us forward. We can hold the spot in line.
Farney pipes up. You just got done telling me we shouldn't split up. Kind of gestures at your meaty claw on their shoulder. And yet you'd like to send Duncan ahead on his own?
You're right.
If he tries to cut the line, he'll probably be stabbed. Several times.
If he's... Look at him. He's a nice old man in armor that he's wearing proudly. If he makes a big stink about his paperwork, he's not cutting the line. He's off to have a conversation with the guards. And then if the paperwork works, guards will let us through. No fuss, no muss.
So, if you all are going to go through with this plan, everybody's going to have to make a roll. This will be a group check. Just to get Duncan to the gate. How is everybody involved in this effort? You can direct Farney to do whatever you want them to do as well.
I would like to direct Farney to stay right the fuck there. Thank you very much.
Why are you so suspicious of me always?
I don't... Listen, Farney's in a good mood. I don't fucking trust them.
Fair enough, I guess.
Partly I wanted to send Duncan away so Brun can be a little more forceful with our problem.
All right, so for Duncan, what kind of role are we thinking for that? Persuasion, perhaps? Try and old man his way to the door?
Persuasion or religion, if he wants to lean into the Velis Valar. I am here on a just and noble quest. I have religious important things that need to get into prayers immediately. Help!
Okay.
I have living sacrament. Please let me in the building.
Oh,
and then
no.
go. These are my companions. They need to come with me. They're in this document as well.
These guys are with me.
They're with me.
We don't have
We're
3
with the
days.
band.
We have minutes. We have to get inside now.
I have a.
Gertrude is incontinent.
I've got a ticking like fibrous time bomb in my backpack, and I would like it to not go off while I'm wearing it.
I have to get inside. I have a bomb on me.
No, it's not what you think.
Oh no.
I could, that's a valid point. I could take Duncan hostage.
Gosh, guys. Oh man. Okay. So gate plan. Get to gate. Duncan is religion.
Yeah. If we get Duncan to the gate with a religion check, part of me wanted to keep Thane in the back, so when Duncan comes back having failed the objective, we just get Thane to like start stirring the pot. Also, so
Okay.
Alexis doesn't have to RP the conversation between the guards and Duncan.
Thank you. I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
Not without the rest of you there. Navos is up to what?
Navos being up there is not going to help anything. We'll say before Duncan leaves, I just want to ask, how good are they, the guards and the gargoyles, at seeing through illusion?
Who are you asking?
Everybody.
Yeah, you're pretty confident that they have methods around that.
Stay as you are. They'll judge you. They'll call you all kinds of mean things, but
Show them your true self.
I was gonna say there's no crime in being who you are, but there kind of is.
There kind of is.
All right.
It
Farney pipes up. It's best to show your own face.
Okay, we will hold off on guard guy dude for next time.
Guy dude. The man.
We'll say, save Guide McDude's son for when we're in the city if they let us in. And when
Duncan cuts in when they let us in.
When Farney is like, it's better to like show your true face, that hand just creaks a little bit on the shoulder.
Brun, are you feeling all right?
Your
hand is heavier.
a little restless, but I'm hoping we will have answers soon enough.
I would think that Thane would be the most restless. Kind of looks over to Thane, who's like scanning the crowd again.
Oh, I'm going to start
Thanks.
putting my arm on Thane's shoulder now.
Fantastic. Okay, so
This brotherly
what is Navos doing to
camaraderie.
help get Duncan to the gate?
Nice slap on the ass. Good luck.
Surprisingly firm.
Yeah, I'm not using any spells.
The dude
Roll for
does
booty.
work out.
Okay. Thane is holding back. Brun is doing what now?
Brun is Brun, like, because there's not a lot Brun can do to be helpful in this situation. There's not. Well, it's this part of the plan relies a lot on Duncan, doing what Duncan does, which is prattle about inane old man things, but also be a stalwart guardian of righteousness and virtue, which Brun is not. Brun is there to be tall and burly and look scary. And that's what he's going to do, so that way, if the plan goes, Duncan could go, yeah, these are my friends over there, and they see the mountain, generic man and this masked hooded figure with a ratty cloak up. Definitely nothing suspicious there.
Okay,
It's kind of
so
Brun's goal right now is, like, once Duncan leaves, Farney is going to have an unpleasant conversation with Brun. With the three of us here. We're gonna jump Farney.
Yeah. Question. Can I try to see, probably not many, investigate or insight any guard that seems to be not as angry? Like the easiest one to, like, for Duncan to go to?
you could do an insight for that, I think. What'd you get?
We're gonna do the cyclotrance. That is a 12 on the insight and a 13 on the booty.
Fantastic. It is a firm slap on the tush. Brun, you are trying to look your best.
As respectable as I can, because I'm about to not be.
Performance? Persuasion.
Yeah, I'll do performance. This is clearly performance 16 on the die for an 18.
Okay.
I'm pretending to be an upstanding citizen.
Thane is going to persuasion.
I was gonna say, do we want Thane to start looking around for people to help to try and earn some goodwill with the crowd? Look for a little old lady who's dropped her spectacles, or a cat in a tree.
That seems good. Yeah. Let's go persuasion then. Freaking-tastic. Everybody's doing just so good.
Go do Thane things. If the revolution starts, you find an old lady and a child to protect, and it'll be fine.
If. I think you mean when.
I am hopeful that we can get through this without bloodshed. I don't intend on shedding any of Farney's blood.
So Duncan is going to pat himself down, like an old man checking for his wallet. All right, wish me luck, guys. And starts kind of meandering his way through.
Can I give him my inspiration that I was given at the top of the session?
I will allow that.
I will give that to Duncan, because Duncan might be able to solve this problem for us right now.
Yeah, feels like
that
the
is
biggest hole.
worth it to me. Because I have no magic to give him, so I just give him advantage.
Would you like to roll that advantage for him? Since it's your inspiration die. You probably should.
Hold on. We have the big important die.
The big important die. So, full disclosure, he rolled a nat 1
Yeah, no.
before you called for your inspiration. So.
Okay. 19 on the die.
Okay.
Big, beautiful liquid core 19. I need to text Rachel.
Is that the dragon die?
Yes.
From the sapphire, the blue corn tortilla lady?
From my blue corn tortilla dragon? Hell yeah, it is.
Incredible.
Because the metal dice are currently in the other room, and this is a choice that could get him killed.
Hello, cat. Okay. So we will figure out what happens there in a moment. For the time being, you are alone with Farney. Thane, Navos, Brun, and Farney. What would you like me to be doing? Other than staying nearby, apparently.
It's just a quick question for me.
I've been doing a lot of that, but sure.
Who are you really? And what did you do with Farney, Fox, and Kevin? And I will tighten the hand I would like to attempt to restrain.
Give me an intimidation roll for that.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Finally, my wheelhouse. Ooh, fuck. That is a 7 plus 4 for an 11. This is not... I think it's less of a... there's too much desperation in it. It's not, I'm clearly in control of the situation. It is, you're gonna tell me what you know right now. And like, there's a little more desperation to it than cool. I'm gonna break your kneecaps energy.
Farney takes a look around at all three of you and then beyond. They seem to be considering some things.
Hey, my eyes are right here.
I'm well
Tell
aware
me.
of where your eyes are, Brun. And that is a very familiar voice and cadence. You know, Brun, it was very rude of you to hit me in the side of the head with a flaming log. You can feel, like, beneath your hand, like, if you were to grip to try and restrain them, not a shot. The angle is all wrong, and they would slip right through your hand if they wanted to. They start reaching toward their hands. Kind of looks at you, pausing. Don't hit me. And shifts, kind of twists a ring on one of the fingers that you hadn't really noticed before. Their skin starts to fade and color blushes across it from the hand where the ring was. You see their form has kind of shifted. You can feel it elongating kind of under your hand. They're getting a little bit taller, a little bit more slender and bony. And as this change ripples across their face and head, the ram spiral horns and tousled mohawk and snarky ass grin of Vox looks you dead in the eyes. I'm glad we have a chance to talk finally. You didn't seem to like my note. That's fair. It's nice to see you again, Navos. Perhaps we could finish that palm reading at some point.
Possibly. Looks like we have 3 days to do it. And I'm gonna try to throw a little bit of a cloak over Vox. Here, just so they don't see us for now.
A veil for me? So kind of you. I tried giving this to you, though. Anyway. I did what you asked of me, Brun, and I followed up. You didn't like my methods, that's fine. I would have thought by now you could recognize me, but that's on me. I thought we had something.
Am I still getting that tingle on my shoulder?
You are.
Is this...
If you would like, you could do medicine, perhaps? Or an investigation of Vox? Navos, you've seen, you yourself have used disguising magic.
Mm-hmm.
This was very strong. And based on your knowledge of the arcane, it's gotta be that ring who's keeping them disguised. Because disguise magic doesn't usually last very long. For yours, it maxes out at about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
An item, though, as far as you can figure, an item could make something like that happen. You do notice that Vox does have Farney's clothing and their gear and their bracelet. The bracelet is on. The collar is currently on as well.
You need to be careful with that. It's one of the first things they're going to check out. If I'm close enough when I'm putting the veil on, can I make one of those checks? One of us medicine, one of us investigation. Whatever you were looking for Brun.
Okay.
Once we're close enough.
I was thinking that he was going to look for fibers or traces of.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can feel that on my arm once I get close enough to them.
Sure, give it a roll.
Yeah, I'll do medicine on mine.
Okay.
17 plus 1 for an 18.
That's a 12.
Navos, as your hand gets close and you kind of drape the cloth over Vox's head, it's not perfect because he does have horns. So, there's still the shape of horns underneath. But maybe it's a helmet or something. But as your hand gets close, you feel a little bit of a almost like static, a little bit, like a very small static shock. Which you kind of remember from the Ratman, when your hand brushed through the fibers, you could feel that kind of sizzle almost. It's very similar. So even though you didn't really see anything, you did feel a little bit of it. You had rolled a medicine, Curtis?
Yes.
And that was the 18. Your hand on Vox's shoulder, you are fairly familiar with Vox. You can feel, just under the skin, hard points, almost. There's something contained there. Generally, the form of Vox is correct. The voice, the mannerisms, all of that is right. And you don't really get the sense that they're lying. But there's something weird going on with them.
You're right, I didn't appreciate your methods.
I was a little, occupied, otherwise
With-
not exactly able to be the most
what?
gentle. Oh, you do care. So kind of you.
No. You misunderstand. You...
Clearly.
Why does the boss want you dead, Vox?
You see, like, as soon as you ask that, their eyes close in a type face. You know the one. And for the very, well, maybe not the very first time, but for the first time in a very long time, there is a bit of a blush across Vox's face. Is this a conversation you want to have in mixed company, Brun?
Here's the problem.
Gestures to Thane and Navos.
Is this the conversation you want to have? They're with me.
I would rather not talk about it in general. But since you are so insistent, I don't know what happened in that town when your new best friend exploded. I saw a lot of people change, and so did I. And their face grows sober. Like, this is the most sober Vox you've ever in your life seen. It's not fun. I really wouldn't recommend it to anyone.
What?
And I don't know how long I have. In general.
What did you do? Because
Why do you know the boss wants me? You don't have a way of contacting him.
he has a way of contacting me.
Of course.
When you
I stopped you from doing something stupid. You have the best chance of finding the kid. Mihir never deserved any of this. He deserved a day to be a kid. And instead, he got abducted as the world went to shit around us. You have a better chance of finding him than I do. So instead of having the boss hunting you down, I reported to him before you could tell him anything. And the face is burning again. Like, Vox cannot believe he is admitting this,
You're on the other
especially in front of anyone else. What?
end. Brun's just gonna reach up to the pocket and tap the sending stone that's in his shoulder.
Oh, you're
pocket.
so smart. Look at you, finally catching on. Did you not consider where that rock came from? Kind of, hand moves a little bit to his pocket, and you hear in your head, "Bravo, dear Brun, bravo." Out loud. Anyone else have any prying questions they want to know? It seems your friend is making his way back.
So you were following
TikTok?
us in the woods. That was you.
Truly a day of revelations. I thought my note with my signature was pretty obvious, but apparently not. You know, it's really difficult to write when your hands have at least a dozen extra joints and claws that won't stop growing. Your friend, by the way, turns to you, Navos. The dragon lady? Yeah, she was captured. Not by the guard. Somebody else snatched her up. I'm not sure who. So, I'm sure that's plenty of closure for you. You're welcome.
You really are a pain in the ass.
If you would like to slap him, please feel free.
Vox turns to you with that grin again. Navos, all you'd have to do is ask, and I could definitely be a pain in your ass.
If you want this palm reading, you remember
I
their
don't,
names.
actually. But I wanted you to recognize that I am who I am. I don't want you to ever touch me again, frankly. And around this point, like, you have maybe one more question before Duncan returns. Vox is going to reach down to the ring and give it a little twist and return to the face of Farney. Navos, you drop this, and reaches up to pass it back to you.
Passes the ring or the veil?
The veil.
The veil.
The fabric, yeah.
That wasn't mine.
No, but it is now. You have one more question for Vox right now. Making Curtis think on a time crunch is so fun for me.
Brun is also like, Brun is like, what the fuck is happening? Because this
If you
entire
don't speak, Thane will.
I will defer to Thane because Brun right now is wrestling with the did not think that Vox had changed. Brun's just kind of like, I thought that took your face. I didn't. That you took. Come, Kevin. Like saying words, but none of them are real questions. So if Thane has a question, Thane will absolutely overrule.
Does Navos have anything? Real quick. I want to give you two the opportunity to pump this boy for info. I'm sorry, did you not like my phrasing?
Pump this boy for info, pain in the ass. You're full of them today.
Short-circuiting your brain is my greatest achievement tonight.
Vox, have you... Did you hurt the boy with the dragon when you took it?
They think about it for a moment. What did the child look like? Which one was it?
I will give a descriptor of Kevin. The one
I don't...
that apparently the one that you took some clothing from when you manhandled Comcom out of his grip.
I don't believe I recall. To my knowledge, the children are running amok. I don't know. I didn't particularly care to follow them. There's one kid that I was tasked with following, and we see how that turned out. Duncan, welcome back. Any luck at the gate? Based on your group roles. Duncan did not get shanked, which is a great start.
Incredible. Goals.
That's all we can ask for.
Great start.
He came back with all of his limbs, appendages, and kidneys.
Yeah, no bleeding, internal or external, for him. Well, I was able to make it to the gate and spoke with one of the guards. They told me that our papers need to be verified. They need to send them to the governmental building, I guess, to check them. And from there, we go through the checkpoint, submit everything. They do want to see the samples. And personally, those things are sealed. I don't think we should be interfering with that. Brun, well, you and Farney, you know the most about these people. Are they going to try and force the seal open?
If they want it, they'll break it open. They'll have the gargoyles come down and rip it apart if they have to. Like, points up to the up ahead where the one of the gargoyles.
As you all have been talking, the individual that was being detained, they have been pulled into, you assume like an office or a cell or something in the side of the gate. There's kind of columns, or towers, or whatever you want to call it. Towers, I suppose. Garrison? Let's go with garrison. That seems right. So there's space inside the wall where this individual has been taken. Their gear has been taken by the gargoyles off to one of the roost locations, one of those other towers up above. You're not quite sure what has happened, but people are being let through again. Still slowly, but... So they said I didn't give them our things yet. I wanted to make sure that we were all good with that plan.
If we take that gate and they open those boxes, if we take that gate, they will force those boxes open however they can.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, Thane says. We have noticed that some of the people around here are already showing fibers. We haven't seen anyone, like, kind of looks at you, Brun, like we saw at the petting zoo. Talking about the individual you left there. We haven't seen anyone like that. Or like Benny, but have any of you noticed your gestures to their eye where the fabric is covering it?
A few here and there.
Once in a while. And the last thing we need is for it to spill out of these boxes. If it does, break open.
Or someone change.
Yes.
Would be a distraction.
Duncan, did they say how long this check could take? Do we stay in line? Do we make camp?
So they said they're really busy, which we can see. A couple of days.
I do have some
they
extra
seemed
rations.
amenable.
That's good, at least.
Thane speaks up. We are running low on rations in general. So we could try checking out one of these pop-up markets. Get some food. I don't know if we would lose our place in line. Or we could make a mad dash for it. And just try and get up there. Navos, you've been kind of keeping an eye on things. I'm still running with your scout roll. You have noticed a couple of people who've been making rounds. They are striking you as very similar to the guards that were at the checkpoint. So, Louis and the crew. You do notice a few of them making their rounds, working their way through the downtrodden around you.
Louis and the group are still around. Do we want to make this payment? I don't know if necessary if we already have the guards trying to help us out with this, but...
Farney speaks up. How much did they want again?
They said 3 gold a day, if I remember, but who knows how long we'll be here.
I mean, that would get you in, right? I should be able to get through the gate just fine, but the rest of you are held up by bureaucracy.
Well, in the meantime, I don't mind going and getting us some food if we need some. If we'll just be sitting here.
Thane has a little brain blast and says, they did say that they'd be willing to smuggle... They kind of like look around, cover their mouth a little bit, transport some items for us instead of taking us in. They could take some things for us if we have anything to pass through unnoticed. But they didn't tell us how much that would cost.
I wouldn't want to just send the through.
Duncan speaks up. I would rather not use their services, but if that's what it takes to get these where they're going, put it to a group vote. Farney speaks up. Do I get a vote in this one?
Nope.
Absolutely not.
They're gonna come back next week and be like, "What the fuck happened? Why?"
They look mildly offended for just a moment. Quickly recover. Understood.
Farney, I didn't think you'd want to spend any more time with us after how awful the trip has been.
Not particularly, but you are my delivery. Thane looks hurt. Just kind of a face of like, I thought we were good.
Duncan,
we gave you some time and space.
Duncan, I'd also like to avoid them, but that appears to be the least costly way to get them.
Brun, going through the guards as well as this group, do you trust this group more to not break something open?
I trust that if their hands are broken, they won't be able to open the box. They don't have gargoyles, and they're less likely to report me to the authorities than the authority are. I also may have something of value to them that can get us a different payment.
Farney looks at you for just a moment, kind of like evaluating your words. Is there a meaning behind what you just said that they should be concerned about? That you're trying to hide, or that
No.
you're trying to strongly insinuate?
Does Vox think I'm gonna sell them out?
That's the look you're getting. You feel Farney's shoulder like dropping from your hand ever so slightly, and you recall that feeling of if they wanted to, they would leave without any chance of catching them.
I may be able to. Mahir's father has some contacts. I may be able to pull some strings and maybe assist them.
Thane,
A favor for a favor.
Thane pipes up. Your bone berries? The ones that you love because they're tasty and you want fruit. Looks at Farney. Because that was part of the lie that y'all gave Louis and the gang.
Maybe fold them in. Give them... It's not quite... Looking mostly to Thane, it's not quite a union, but there are some protections and benefits from signing on. Officially recognized.
Sign-on bonus.
Yeah.
Nice. Starts taking a note in their journal.
The dues aren't quite so bad, but there's a level of group protection.
So, Duncan, are we voting on this then? I think we should.
We should.
I'm
good
against
for
it.
Is that Thane?
Duncan is against it.
Oh, Duncan.
I'm
If
with... Sarah. Yeah.
oh, sorry, if we do get them in with this group, do we tell the actual guards that some have already taken the box from us?
GM, correct me if I'm wrong, it's sort of that assumption of like once you're through TSA, like you could do whatever because you passed through the checkpoint, or would there be other checkpoints we would need to verify?
So, if you were going from one walled section, one district to another, there are lighter gates to go through. They're not quite as thorough. Generally just like checking your permissions, just to make sure you're where you're supposed to be.
Checking your privilege, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You're a white guy, you should know about that.
Yeah. Never. Way to out me on the audio-only version of this podcast.
That nobody will ever hear because we're not publishing
We're not
it.
doing that, yeah. But
Exactly.
if we get...
so once you're through,
we're in,
you would be harassed far less.
As long as we don't draw suspicion, they'll assume if we're in the building, if we're in the city, we're allowed to be in the city. Now, depending how long Louis has been working, those protections may change, but if we're in prayers, that gets us to the bishop, and from there the bishop can do things officially. So we're only looking to Duncan. We're only breaking the rules once.
I am good for it. And if we do need to have them help us in, I am willing to pay for at least a day, if it comes to it.
I'd like to keep the bracelets on longer. If a false collars.
Mhm.
That may be
Thane-
useful to just have.
Thane looks between you guys, all of you, and they get a little bit of a grin. Like, I'm for it. But only because every time we vote so far, I've lost. And I am so excited to be part of the winning side for once
I
in
would
one of
like-
these votes.
I would like to change my vote.
Yeah, strong no.
No.
We are no longer feeling safe and valued in this group.
It's all fine thing. You'll get. I tell you what, if you're,
They're now moping.
hey, maybe as a treat, you'll get to burn down some billionaire's house. There's
mean it?
plenty up there.
I see how tall that tower is. That would be a shining beacon all the way to Seneca.
I know more than a couple twitchy torches in this city. We can set you up.
So the vote is 3-1 because Farney doesn't count for anything. Okay.
No.
Fantastic.
If Farty goes to if Farty goes to speak up, I just again the little squeeze and just no.
The little shush finger. Shush.
Don't you dare.
Don't stop.
Because
being
now
Farney.
Brud is where the fuck is real Farty?
That's a
where
question for later.
did we pass real Farty? Is real Farty unconscious on the side of the road? What
You
a perfect
don't
dumping
know.
ground for the body. Ugh.
Wow, how convenient. A pile of maybe corpses.
Unconscious you.
You're
Boy, that would
unconscious? You're very optimistic. So, the vote is 3-1. Y'all are in favor of meeting up with Louie and the boys. So, I think that is a good time for a break. So I can
Okay.
get a couple other things together. Let's take shall we do a 10?
I'll take a 10.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. A 10
God,
sounds
I
good.
can't wait for them to come back and be like, why are they such dicks to Farty? What happened while we were gone?
Yeah, I don't know if they should watch this one. Just because that idea of letting them come back blind is so funny. I'm loving that gate. That whole shtick.
I like that Thane was there for the entire conversation, but is going to have no clue what's going on. It's going to be so good. That's on brand for Thane.
I like to imagine they were just spotting people in the crowd and were not paying any attention.
Helping a cat that's stuck in a tree. Helping a little lady who dropped her knitting needles. Being a
Yeah, they've been
crusader for
doing
the
community
commoner.
service. They love that.
They take it very seriously.
So, we'll be back at 9:15 then.
Thank you.
Thanks, friends. Hello, welcome back. There's Curtis, late as always.
Hello. Ooh, yeah.
Tisk tisk, there goes his strength score. Once again.
Yet again, he'll never learn.
He's gonna have noodle arms by the end of this.
At this point, Vox should have just disappeared. There's no way he could hold them back.
Vox rolled a 25 for acrobatics. In case Brun tried to roll for restraining. So, you know, not a chance.
Where'd they get this ring? I feel like Vox is like a level like 15 already. And they just haven't shown their true powers yet.
Just like Shaggy. He's only using 2% of his true power.
I'll be getting my food in soon. I had to wait. I couldn't find matcha anywhere at any grocery stores near me, so I had to order some.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm curious what you're doing with matcha.
I'm hoping it turns out well. I've never had it, but it's that mixed with some fruit. And
Okay.
I think I'll do it tomorrow. Hopefully it turns out well.
So I'm going to be away at the western border of Pennsylvania for the next couple of days at a training. So I will not have any service. So I'll get to it when I get back.
Yeah, no rush. What's the training for?
Teaching about wild edible plants.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do some foraging, talk about safety stuff, and cook up a wild foraged dinner. So
Ooh,
I'm pretty
nice.
excited. And
No,
it's all for actual work.
That's gotta be fun. Like, I've talked to Andrew about it. It's like, I don't know how much he cares about like ever working in an office, but man, I wish I would have gone to do something outside. It is just a nightmare.
This year in particular, I have been so hyper aware of like, I could never work in a corporate environment or like at an actual business. God, no. I would. I might actually combust.
It's
Welcome back, Curtis.
awful.
Hello.
Yeah.
Did the dogs pee again?
It's so bad.
Yeah, so Curtis has been an impetus for those thoughts of like, God, I could never do it.
It's
Like the night that you were like, I don't know if I'll make it because the bosses are showing up and I may or may not have my evening free. It's like, excuse me? My 2 days off are mine. I am not bending those for literally anyone.
Oh yeah.
but
Once it hits
Or, like,
5,
going up, like yeah.
Mandy said it really well the other day in front of some of the rangers. She's like, dude, I swear, like, every person who works in state parks is some form of autistic or like neurospicy, and I'm like, you know, it's convincing me at this point.
Yeah.
But
a quick
Anywho.
question. Anything edible outside? I don't know too much. But is it typically, if anything's colorful, stay away from it?
not necessarily.
Okay.
Like sumac, for instance, the like bright red spikes on trees. Usually, you'll probably see them like along highways and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In the winter, the spikes remain. So sumac berries you can buy commercially, and they're like bright pinky red, really sour. But when you dry them and use them as like a powder, it adds a nice tang to things. So
Okay.
like that's bright red, right? There's so many things you can eat. Cattails are some of my favorites, but I don't eat them anymore because most Pennsylvania water is highly polluted, and cattails are living in water. But anyway,
The forbidden hot dog.
we're back. We are back. What? I feel like I missed something.
Don't worry about it.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna check it in the recording,
That's
suckers.
fine. That means you had to listen to all of this drivel.
I do that anyway, because I love y'all. And I don't take notes.
Good, because my notes stop at Cities Don't Follow Common Festivals, brackets, PA Deer Season. That is where my notes have stopped.
Man.
Nothing of interest happened this episode.
Absolutely nothing. So, y'all have had your vote. You've kind of wandered to one of the temporary markets, acquired some food. We are going to start getting into money keeping. So, for anyone who is buying some food, I'll say like 2 silver. We'll get you a whole meal, beverage, etc. And that'll be good for the evening.
I will do that.
While you are going through all of the kind of plotting and planning there, Navos, those couple of people you had noticed who looked like they were probably part of Louis' crew, again, still making rounds, and you see one of them pass through the market, quote unquote. So if you would like to approach them, now would be your chance.
Yeah. Is anyone not buying food? I'd like to hand off just one of my rations. Let me give it to Duncan. He's done a lot.
He's also exhausted. So, very kind of you.
Yeah, I'd like to approach one of them.
I will, as the group kind of... do you want me to come with you?
Sure. I do not know the specific lingo. I was going to be very straightforward.
Farney kind of looks at both of you. If you're splitting the group, who am I stuck with?
Nobody cares.
I will point to I'll point to Duncan. Keep the old man out of trouble, please. And the rabble.
Oh, if only somebody knew how to talk to these people. You hear as they walk away. Uncharacteristically snarky for Farney. And you wander up to this guy, and he's currently chatting with one of the merchants, making comments about, where are you trying to get to? Perhaps we could help get you through faster, that kind of thing. But being a lot more subtle about it, Kind of sees you approaching this huddled, veiled figure. Or I guess you gave Farney the veil back. So giant eyeball peeping out from underneath.
Yeah, well, what do we see at this merchant? Is this food, t-shirts?
This person has crates. Most of them are closed, but you do see some satchels as well, some bags of coal, it looks like. So you would assume some kind of maybe raw material, crafting compounds. You're not quite sure.
Excuse me, sir. Talking to the merchant. Do you have any free... well, not free bags, but any bags I could purchase? Got some heavy materials, trying to bring inside and be easier to not carry it hand by hand.
Bags, I could... How much are you offering?
How's 3 silver?
Make it 5, and you can have one of your bags.
4.
Alright, fine, 4.
Will do. Thank you.
What are you carrying that's so heavy? Don't got much on you?
Oh, not for me. The guy back there, eating his rations.
It's take the bag and just shift it so you hear all the stuff move inside.
Trying to shift it around the group of us instead of just this big guy here carrying it all.
Makes sense. All right. And he kind of like, excuse me, to the other guy, and heads back into the cart. Starts rummaging around a bit. You can tell he's trying to rearrange some things to empty a bag for you. Carrying something heavy, huh? Looks like big fella there's got it handled.
For now. We've made some long travels. Question.
No, you don't say.
I know you guys have been busy. Is there any way you could, like, help us through with this? Help us carry it in?
Well, it depends on what you're carrying. You accompanying what you're carrying, or you just want some extra hands?
Just some extra hands for now. If we need help coming with, we will let you know.
Okay. Well, depending on what you're carrying, and around this time, the merchant actually starts returning. He holds a hand out for yours. Do you present your hand? Like, he's not looking for coin at this moment.
The guard is?
The individual you were talking to. Wait,
yeah.
sorry. This was one of Louis' guys that you were talking to.
Yes.
Or you were trying to talk. Okay, good.
Hopefully.
You said guard, and for a second I got concerned.
Guard.
Going straight to the caps.
Louis' guy holds a hand out for you. You start putting like money toward his hand. He's like, shakes his head. He's looking for your hand. When offered, he will take the other one and, yeah, I can see your hands are pretty calloused. Here, and here. And he draws a little symbol on your hand. Some dirty fingers, too. About 3 of them. 3 dirty fingers. Should do. And the merchant offers the sack back to you.
I'll take it with the hand that wasn't taken by one of Louis' guys. Take the bag. I'll just place it down and hand over the 4 silver. Thank you, sir.
And test.
Appreciate it. And thank you, too.
Yes, good luck. Real quick clarification, because I misspoke. 6 clean fingers. Or 3 clean fingers. There we go. 3 clean fingers. Not dirty. Important distinction. Would help if I learned how to read. So, you have the information that you need now. You know when to meet, and you know the symbol to look for to do a handoff.
Okay.
Should you so choose. As he starts walking away, he kind of gestures in a certain direction after catching your eye. I think the fellas over there might be able to help you. And keeps moving.
Take a look at who they were looking at.
It just looks like a bunch of tents and small camps and stuff. So it might take a little more looking, probably for that symbol that he gave you, to find the correct one.
Okay. All right, perfect. Again, thank you very much, and we'll start to... well, I'm going to get some food now.
Oh, you're going to buy some extra?
Yeah, I'm going to save the one that I have. I just give the other one to Duncan and just eat something
Okay.
now.
Yep. Easy enough. How much food did you want to grab? Just enough for the night?
If it'll last, if we can get some, like, salt cured, let me do, like, 3 nights.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. You can scrounge up 3 rations worth of non-perishables. As you kind of wander through the tent town out here, you realize, first of all, it looked big, but walking through it, it is densely packed. There are people crushed into every corner that have tried to carve out their own little space. Like, in the little shelters that have been thrown together, there are far more people than there should be. Like, they are sardines in a can. Anything to get away from the relentless sun above, which it's been pretty toasty. Y'all have kind of been cooking. There are no trees out here, no shade, other than what's coming from the wall. And since you're to the south, that ain't much.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to see, a lot to find, a lot to experience around here. Smells of so many different types of food being cooked. Like, even that alone, you can tell there's a variety of people here that come from very different places. Like, just from the smells of food alone. Like, in Alrith, you had gotten kind of a taste of that, but tish, from the main road that you came in on with all of those food vendors. It's very similar. But the crush of people, plus the heat, plus the intense smells all around, because there are no latrines as well. So you're getting some vibes of that too here and there. It is certainly an experience.
These are the good old days. I miss this.
The smells?
Yeah, I mean, it all combines. I mean, some bad, some good, but it just feels alive. Something I've missed.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss this kind of the smell you get in the city, too. It's a little cleaner, but just... yeah, it's alive.
Mommy, what's that thing? You hear a child from behind you. Why is it talking? Rude children exist everywhere.
Everywhere. Universal truth.
That's all right. I'll give a little wave. Keep moving.
Child runs screaming
You're
behind a tent.
You're gonna let him talk about me like that? Thought you were a gentleman.
Maybe you should just pretend to be a puppet at this point. Maybe it'll help.
I'll put you on my back. We could just be one giant scary monster.
Oh, the boys are bonding. Time for me to ruin it. Are you heading back to the crew? Just for my reference.
I'm set unless you had anything else.
No, Brun was ready to jump in on the conversation if Louis' guy gave you any trouble, but yeah, you handled it beautifully.
So, returning, you hear Duncan prattling away to Farney about some of the tenants
Yes!
of Elosvidar.
Oh, incredible. The best torture I could come up with for that motherfucker.
They look to you. They've been, like, from a distance even, you noticed their head is on a bit of a swivel. They are constantly alert. As much as they were in a good mood earlier, they are aware of everything around them. Right? And Brun, now that you kind of know who's behind that face, it's like, how did I not pick up on that before with Farney? They are currently in their element, I will say. And they catch your eyes. They catch you guys coming back toward them in the midst of the prattle. And for a moment, there is this look of pleading, very briefly, before realizing, nope, that's wasted here.
You just like stand there with like an apple that I picked up from one of the carts, and just eating and enjoying it.
Just really, really enjoying that apple. Notably, when you return, you see that Thane is gone. Thane has disappeared. Welcome back. Did you find everything you were looking for?
Then I will gesture to Davos, who did all the negotiating.
Yeah, got this bag. Should be all set.
Excellent. Duncan here was just telling me about pride in oneself. And there's like this tension in the voice at that. Just like, please. I'm about to end myself or him.
Farney, while
Yes.
you were running back and forth and you didn't hear anything about any babes in the wood, did you? Any missing kids or anything like that?
As before, I don't know every person in the city. What child are you missing now?
Just any rumors of anything like that. Not missing a child of my own. How they're
Slight smirk.
How they're keeping on with all these people, keeping to their tents. Because if
I wasn't particularly paying attention.
Slightly above game, pulling from the thieves' cant, asking Vox if there's any like. Now that I know that it's actually Vox, like trying to ask more of those questions about like, why are there no bone berries here? Where did they? Are they in the stocks? Are they in pillories? Are they in Gib? Like what the fuck happened? If they know anything about it.
So, they know what you're talking about. They understand fully. You're not getting nothing from them right now. They seem a little annoyed.
Kind of like, Duncan, what was the rule? Can't remember what number rule it was. Something about consult the list.
Consult the oracle.
What was rule 63 again?
63. Gold is of no value to the dead.
Oh no, that's. I thought. Which ones? And he'll kind of like puff out his chest. When no path presents itself, make a new one. Which one is that?
Oh, that's 64. You were very close. I'm glad to see you've been paying attention, Brun. Much better than when you were on guard. But... we will make a soldier out of you yet.
Duncan, nothing would please me less than to be a soldier.
You're right. I don't think you'd be cut out for it. Beside the point, though.
I've gone... I've found that route is not for me.
Well, nobody is exempt from acting their best.
We have we have things set. Once the sun goes down, 3 hours after sunset, we have a conversation set.
So, real quick, Run doesn't know Thieves Can't.
Oh, he fucking doesn't!
Mm-hmm.
No, because he's a fighter, not a... Oh, no!
Mm-hmm.
I assumed because you said it to me, and he just... son of a fuck.
Yeah, because I thought you knew it, even though you were a fighter. I thought you would have taken it as a backup.
I don't... Because I don't think it's a language I could learn.
Fascinating. I would think the criminal background... Oops, spoilers. I would think your background would grant that, but... That's for another time.
Oh, okay. It was Thieves Can't. Okay, I could have theoretically learned it. That's fine.
Yeah, but you don't know, so
You're right.
reverse that.
So yes, unsaying that.
Nevo said it instead. Oopsie.
Well, oh,
Does Navos know Thieves Can't?
here's the thing.
Okay.
Listen,
here, guys. Here's the thing.
here's the thing.
Hear
Navos
me
knows
out.
Thieves Can't. Derek does not know Thieves Can't.
Why are we the two opposite sides of the problem right now?
So I almost need Curtis out of character to act as like my translator until I learn enough of it.
So yes, Curtis was correct because as fun as watching you all squirm is, with one knowing and the other being like, I should know this.
Why don't I know
So 3 dirty fingers. Sorry. Nope, I said it again. 3 clean fingers is in fact 3 hours past sunset.
Okay.
That's under the purple tab on that link that I sent you.
that I was frantically looking at earlier when you were like, I was like, they're saying something. I know they're saying something.
Okay, I
Yeah,
was on the
it's a
I
little
was on the
hidden.
original one.
Yep.
I was
So
like-
now you know where that is.
Someone's got a serious injury, and that's all I had. I was like, I don't know what that means.
You'll fuck it. We'll give you 3 of them. We'll break all your limbs.
Yeah, look for the
Broken
tent.
finger.
Look for the tent with 3 broken limbs on them.
No. So what you got from that conversation, Navos? Curtis, close your ears. I'm kidding. You don't have to. Oh, okay. So you are to look in the direction that the guy had indicated for a symbol that he drew on your hand while he was talking about your calluses, quote unquote. So he was drawing on your palm a symbol to look for, and you're smart enough to, if you saw it again, you would recognize it. So he drew that out, and if you find the individuals with that marking somewhere on their setup, you don't know if it's a tent or what, maybe it's on a crate, that is who you would talk to about passage or sending items. And the time to do that would be 3 hours after sunset.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, if I ever am not entirely clear and I'm using Thieves Can't or whatever language, and that is a language that you know, please ask follow-up questions forever and always, because I'm dumb and don't always say the right things.
No, you got it perfectly. I just didn't realize there was a second tab to this.
It's all good. So yeah, that is the current where you're at. By this point, it's been 1 week. It's been a little bit since you've returned. Are y'all setting up a camp? Are you staying in line? What is your plan there?
One of the first things, Captain, I hope your food was good. Do we need to find Thane? I don't like that I don't see them right now.
Captain?
Duncan,
Who are you? Ah,
my leader.
I see. Captain, my captain. Duncan kind of looks around. They were just here. Wait a minute. Kind of more insistently looking around. Wait. Farney, did you see where they went? And Farney's like, I didn't see anything. I don't know where they went. I was told to stay here and keep an eye on you.
Brun's gonna look around for anything that is on fire that shouldn't be. Just a quick, where is there a ruckus happening somewhere that we need to be aware of?
The sun has... Man, if I threw y'all into another combat that Andrew returns to...
honestly,
third time's the charm.
Honestly, on brand. Like, we come in, he's got like 4 HP because like 17 children are just kicking him in the head.
Oh yeah, just leaving him at it. Like that's his fault.
No, I listen.
Pick him
I
up
said
once
no,
he's unconscious.
I said no violence against children. I said nothing about the violence children can inflict.
They are not bound to the same rules as you.
Exactly.
So you are looking
Bullied by
around.
middle
Give me,
schoolers.
please, a perception. I'm pretty sure Andrew in his real life is being bullied by children anyway, so...
He's that's true. He's getting bullied by a child that can't even walk. How cool can he actually be?
Not very.
You said perception?
Yeah.
17.
So, Thane has this habit of shape-shifting, right? But they always keep their armor. So, looking around, you're trying to find that armor. Give me but a moment.
So pull
Fantastic.
up the battle map.
There are 27 children. Individually numbered from 1 to 27. I've never done that before.
Roll initiative. All damage must be non-lethal. You'll be kicked from the campaign.
So, it's hard to spot anyone specific in this crowd. Like, even though the sun is starting to go down, sunset is approaching. You've got maybe an hour or two. We'll say about an hour. Right, the sun's going down, big guy. And you would think that you would see, like, the shine off of their helmet. You actually do. You spot it, but then there's a second one. And a third one. And it is so surreal. It's like a Doug trio. Like, they all look the same from this distance. Like, kind of bobbing above other people on the, like, in the crowd. Just a little bit. It is so strange. But there are, in fact, 3 Thane helmets talking, conversing, communicating? Maybe. From this distance, hard to tell. They are all very samey.
Question.
Yeah.
With Thane, is this anything like Disguise Self, where you can roll an investigation check to see if they're currently shifting? Or is this completely separate?
Hold please. I don't think there's a thing to roll for this, but allow me a moment of Google. Doodly 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 doo. Okay. There's nothing on this.
Okay.
They don't... So, with your 17, they're a little distance away. And there is a bit of shine coming from the helmets, kind of obscuring your vision a little bit. It's hard to make out actual details of the faces behind the helmets, but one of them has longer hair that's kind of breaching the bottom of the helm. And that one last you saw Thane, that tracks for Thane. The others you don't see that from. So there's at least one Thane and then 2 other helmets. Anything else you guys want to do, or should we call it there with Thane in the distance and
think
the rest of your crew here?
Yeah, Brun's gonna start wading through the crowd to get closer to Thane's group, to that particular trio. If anyone feels like following.
Yeah, I'll say Navis was starting to get the betting out, and it's like, I gotta see what this is. There's no way that they can also do shifting.
They can't duplicate themselves, right? Right, guys?
There can't be more of them, can there be?
Brun's more worried about okay, Thane by themselves is a force multiplier. Thane is really good at getting a lot of people to do something. 3 of them in proximity, Brun's like, oh, this can't be good.
That is too strong a power.
It is. He's like, as he's like, before he goes over, Brun's definitely just like, oh, there's trouble. I feel like we need to be involved somehow. We can choose to get involved, or we will become involved regardless. Yeah. I'd like to make that choice for myself and then step off towards the gang.
Yeah, you easily enough can approach them now that you've locked eyes on the little squad. They are all shorter than you, so you've got that height advantage to keep track of them. As you get closer, you hear them all talking quietly. You realize there's some kind of code going on. Navos, it's not code that you recognize. It is not Thieves' Cant. They're speaking common, but Thane is also throwing in some of that hand sign that you had seen them use with Duka back in Aurith, the Goliath man. So there's a mix of verbal code, hand signs, and common going on here. So they're all fairly... Thane is the most animated of the group. You get the impression that it's been a long while since they've seen anyone that they quote-unquote recognize. Somebody that... My people, you know? Especially as their species is very rare. They don't even really have that. They met Benny, didn't realize till too late, and then saw Benny horribly transfiguring. So that's not the most comforting company. So there's excitement from Thane, and the others getting closer. Their faces are fairly deadpan. They're fairly straightforward to the point. Nowhere near the level of Thane. Are y'all interrupting or just gonna let them go? What are you doing here? We'll finish off with this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just listening. I wanted to see what Thane's doing with his Squirtle squad. Just kind of chilling for a bit.
Thane mysteriously has long pointed sunglasses.
For some reason, the helmet change. Yeah, definitely I feel like that's a good spot to pick up with Thane having that conversation with them, and then noticing the fact that there is a boulder of a man moving through the crowd towards them that Thane would recognize.
Thane sees the faces of the other 2 kind of turn and note you and your approach. Turns to look as well. Guys, these 2 are from home. They're from the collective. Isn't that amazing? I found them. And they kind of gestured toward you. We've been traveling together. But they were just telling me that we do have a presence in the city. And they have a way to get me in. So that could save us a little bit of effort to get me in. But you guys aren't part of the collective, so we could meet inside. Farney told us about a couple of places. We could pick one of those, and I could meet you there. There's a lot for me to catch up on, apparently.
It's nice to meet you both. Just worried when the guards come to get us, they might want to see everyone with us. Not missing one of us.
Well, we're sure it's fine. One less person to get through the group, right? Besides, you had, you were gonna talk to the guards that we met on the road. To
Yes.
get in, right?
Well,
Yeah.
we can get the... We're not going in ourselves, personally. We still want to talk with the guards.
Okay, right. Yeah, it's probably fine. We would like to hang out and get caught up. So, in the morning, if you're still around, and I am briefed and ready to go inside, I'll join you. If not, what was it, the Avern? They were telling me that the Avern's pretty tasty. They've got good food.
Wasn't the Avern the one we're not supposed to go to?
That was what Farney told us. And we don't really trust what Farney says. So. But we do trust these guys. And the other two members have just been looking at you, staring at you.
Yeah, can I roll an insight?
Sure.
I would also. Can I assist with the insight by just?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
That was pushing it even as you started to say the word.
that's fair. I was like,
What'd you get, Derek?
That's lame. That's just a 7. I'm just going off their faces, like...
Just the vibe.
What are you...
Thane trust
vibe.
them. Just looking at the face, I'm like, do I trust them? Just off, like... Yeah, as Curse was like, the vibes alone.
You're trying
Just
for a
how-
vibe check. Okay.
Just how deadpan
So,
they
vibe
are.
check... Thane is a vibrant meadow of flowers. These two are grass. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's a golf course.
It is. There are no sharp edges that were not meant to be here. Everything is smoothed over and palatable and normal. Very normal. Very painfully, hi, how are ya? SpongeBob.
Oh no! What are they in Futurama? They're like I have no
I don't
strong
know
feelings one way or the other. They're like they're called like the neutrals or something like that, but like that's their whole thing.
There you go. They have no strong opinions, these two. They note that Thane is talking to and about you, and are waiting for their conversation to resume, basically.
If
That's the vibe. And that was with a 7. They're not
Yeah.
very subtle about this at all.
unfortunately, Thane, our documentation is for 4.
You have Farney.
Farney is not a guest of the city. Farney is set aside as our guide.
You're right. We will finish our conversation here and join you later this evening, in that case.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm terribly sorry. It was rude of me. I didn't catch your names.
And it takes a moment for them to, like, recognize that you are now talking to them. They weren't really paying close attention to you.
What do they call? What do you call yourselves?
Give me a moment. Dang it, I had the wrong page.
Frantically make up a name.
No, that's not it. That's not the problem. Problem is Thane. Always a problem. Doodly 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 doo doo doo. So one of them, as he speaks, it's very, very gruff, very kind of clipped voice, very measured. Sir Calloway. And the other, Squire Pennywhistle. And Thane looks back to you guys, like, super excited, like, huh?
It's a pleasure to meet you both. You can call me Brun.
And I am Nevos.
Neither of them makes any indication that they will ever remember your names. You saw the words hit their ears and just drop straight down. Poured straight out the other side, not a care in the world.
Well, we'll let you get back to what you were talking about. Thane, we're just over in that cluster of food wagons. There's a couple of kebabs over there that looked pretty tasty, so when you're done, you can find us over there.
Yeah, we got some food already. We'll talk to you later. Kind of gives you a little bit of a wave, turns back to the group. You see the hand signs start going again, and you are being fully ignored. It stings a little.
Were you getting something weird off of those two?
Absolutely.
Like, weird even for Thane?
Yeah, I mean, Thane is strange as they are, but I hate to say I don't trust them yet, but I have a feeling they'd only help Thane if it comes to it.
I also... Call me crazy, but I have no intention of letting this box out of my sight when we go to talk to Louis' boys. I don't know if they'll like that particular prize, but I'm okay with springing them on.
I see.
But you haggled better than I would have expected. You do that a lot?
Thank you. Not really. Typically very short and sweet. Trying to pick up more as we go on from you all.
Which one of us are you picking up haggling from?
I just give you, like, just the one eye.
I just take it. That's hard.
Farney sneezes in the distance.
It's just like the big dad sneeze.
Somebody's talking about me. Do you guys have anything final you'd like to do for the night, or shall we call it there? Poised and ready to go find the gentleman you were going to meet at Three Clean Fingers.
I think getting back to a particularly comfortable looking log that Duncan has leaned, is found to rest his back against as we all kind of gather with. And Brun will shell out a little more money to get us all like a dessert, something a little sweeter.
None for Thane. Because Thane's being a butt.
Thane's hanging out with his new besties, and that's fine. The dessert. Brun buys.
You're not salty at all.
Brun will buy a fourth dessert. When Thane doesn't show up after Brun has finished his dessert, Brun will eat his dessert. The effort is
double
there.
Dessert for me anyway.
The effort was there in case they came back.
They do not.
I don't know about you two, but I don't like anything that's happening out here.
No, we might want to keep watch again.
That's probably not a bad idea, but just smells
alive.
Hungry. Something here. I don't know why they're not letting these people in, why it's taking so long, but it's not. Something's setting up, it feels like. And when this crowd does boil over, it's not going to be good. Been a long time since Callow burned.
Well, if it does, at least we're close to the prayers.
Yeah, means we gotta move quick. I don't think we set up bedrolls. I think we stay packed and ready to go in case something happens. Especially with Thane and the other two collectives, and filling Duncan in on where we found him. If something's gonna happen, it'll happen soon, and it'll be messy.
Right now, our objective is to get inside with all of our things intact. Duncan chimes in. This is the quietest he's been all day, basically. Mm-hmm. You can see, like, the exhaustion is kicking in pretty heavy. If he doesn't sleep tonight, he will have 2 points of exhaustion. If we're doing watches, I'd like my usual early shift.
No. You get a night off.
The morning.
Take a snooze. We gotta...
Well, you said we have a meeting to get to. Mm-hmm. We need to be punctual.
We got time. You can take a nap. If I have to carry you to the meeting, I will.
Rule 92. Time is a valuable thing. Never waste it.
We'll make it quick. After that, you need to hit the hay.
Yeah. And he'll start working on getting his armor off. At the very least, because he cannot rest with armor on. Nor can any of you.
What was Rule 92?
Rule 92. Time is a valuable thing. Never waste it. And he's spilling his secrets. Teehee.
Teehee.
He's not here to stop me.
And we'll sit there eating. Just finishing
Your
our
second
snack.
dessert.
Just like having. It's like
Crying into your bowl of ice cream.
It's not even
Can't believe you
bowl.
didn't come back. Thought we had something special.
It's like a sugar coated like fruit. Yeah, it's like
yeah,
a
it's
fresh
something
flavor.
that it's not gonna last. Like cream and milk.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's there.
no.
A couple of the shops that just set up are like, we gotta sell this shit before it goes south.
Yeah.
That's why food was so cheap too.
Quick.
They're just trying to move it. But yeah,
Yeah.
set up and wait for Thane to come back before our meeting.
That's crazy. Thane's also a hoe. It's not just Andrew.
In game and out of game.
Canonically.
What a hoe. Well, thank you two for being here. I'm glad we still played because I had fun
Yeah,
playing
absolutely.
so many personalities.
I think Derek, you have the highest attendance rate. Like you have perfect attendance.
He does have perfect attendance.
I've missed one. Duncan's missed.
Andrew's been out for 3 now, I think.
3 or
4. And Evan's on 2,
been
I
out.
believe.
Evan's out for 2. So we gotta get Derek sick. I gotta steal back that perfect attendance record. I was doing so good.
No, I gotta keep it up. This is not how I was in school. I was pretend sick many times.
I will take that as a compliment.
Nice. Yeah.
Yep. Do you guys have any stars or wishes for me tonight? Stars for either of you. Stars for being here. God dang.
For showing up. No,
For showing up. I feel like we actually did things, which is great.
yeah,
There's something to move forward with.
there was that hesitancy of like, oh, do we move on without the others? And it was just like,
Yes.
let's
Yes, we do.
make a plan. We make a plan and we go. And
They've agreed to it.
They've
They've agreed. They weren't here to disagree.
It's recorded. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, start
Their voices
for
said, yeah.
Start for you, Derek, for continuing to grow and step, filling in the spaces and taking those steps. Honestly, yeah, we've been playing for 4 months. I never would have guessed that this was your first time. Absolutely would not have thought this was your first go. It's awesome to see, especially in a session where it is just 2 of us and the GM, how that plays, because that's a lot more heavy lifting, and you stepped up and you were like, yeah, let's go. So hell yes.
Thank you.
Love
Thank
to
you.
see it.
I appreciate it. I mean, you all are just so easy to step into it with. Yeah, some more I need to keep pushing a little bit, especially in conversation, but I think we're getting there.
Yeah.
So I will say, in going through audio files each week, you have gotten progressively more and more time occupied.
We love to see it.
Yes. So again, I'm going to count that as a win, and pretend that it's it's a notable step in the right direction.
That is notable. It shows that you're not getting overloaded by the 3 jabbermouths in the room, and then Alexis.
You know, it's a lot easier to avoid crosstalk when there aren't so many people in the call. Looking at you, Craig. God, shut up.
Also star for Alexis, because that penny dropping with Vox swapping out. So good, because you got
can I just say, I was sitting here for the past couple of weeks while you guys are like, it's hunting us, it knows too much, and I'm just like, there's a reason.
Because I absolutely thought it was pulling that in from. I thought it was pulling that from. I didn't think it was Vox. I thought it was using Vox's face.
As soon as you were like,
to me?
I don't trust it, I'm gonna attack it, I'm just like, well,
I'll punch
my boy.
I will punch Vox in the fucking head. But like, I wasn't. It was such a it was such a shift. It was such a turn on a dime where it's like, oh, this thing isn't pretending to be Vox. Vox is this thing, and it's like the side effect of the magic. Like, that you got to watch that penny drop in my brain as I'm like frantically remembering everything that's happened in the last 4 weeks, and I love those. I love the setup when it lands like that, because it does my favorite thing. It's why I love movies like Knives Out. Mostly Knives Out. Glass Onion is okay, but it's that. Oh, we go back and watch everything. Like, I will go back and watch Knives Out over and over again because there's always something new to catch. And that was that sort of like, if we went back, all of those dominoes have been there since the jump. It's not, hey, look, retroactively, I was a genius. It's like, no, you put the thought and the effort into making that land. It's such an like, that was the Darth Vader twist. That was Luke. I am your father.
That means something.
It's just crazy.
That's Star Wars for sure.
Yeah, the other two I have no idea. I feel like Vox is probably your favorite character to play. If we're talking about just straight up bullying,
for sure.
Hey, I hate Vox now. I can't stand Vox.
Good.
Like him.
Good.
I love Vox. I'm so glad that my character has an established history of punching Vox in the hand for being a dipshit. Like,
so, Derek, Vox is from Curtis's session -0.4, like that solo session.
That was the prep session.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the prep session, and he was like, yeah, I've got an in man. There's a man in this box. His name is Vox. And I immediately went, I love this thing, and will absolutely destroy it.
Correction. You were like, okay, what does Vox look like? And it was like tiefling, and you were like, oh no.
Dang it, my weakness.
I'm gonna fall in love with this boy, and I'm gonna ruin him for you.
Oh no, is this me? Oopsie.
But yeah, like,
I love getting like these payoffs. Like I said, I have been building this up for a little bit. I've been like begging you from like inside my brain to catch those clues. Star for Curtis for fully shutting down his brain through all of that. That was great.
That's where my notes just went blank, because I was like, hold on. fully unpacking and repacking the contents of my brain so that way this new thing would fit in it. And again,
I had a question, but I'm also like getting like so attached to like the characters now that like when Vox didn't say Pival or Jurgensen, I can't stand it.
Another reason to hate him.
So,
Curtis, did you have any other thoughts of who it could be, or was Vox kind of top?
Well, because I didn't think. I thought it was another monster. I thought it was something. I thought it was something on the road, right? Like, we had seen the cows, we had seen the boar. I was thinking, this is a highwayman who mutated and turned into something, and is like somehow is able to like find out what we want, find out what our desires are, find out like what's going on, and then use that against us. Like the old stories about red caps in the woods. Like if you see a light in the forest, like off the trail, don't go after it. It's not a person. It's going to kill you and eat you. Like that kind of thing. Oh, I'm a stranger coming up to the firelight. Like, oh, and I'm someone you recognize. And then you come to me, and then they like grab and eat you, kind of thing. That's where my brain went that entire time. And the fact that
when Farney showed up, I was listening back. Farney showed up, and you're like, "Are we sure it's Farney?" And then you just left it there.
I left that. I threw.
Y'all left it there and just did not re-engage with it. I'm like, okay.
I threw out the paranoid line, and it was like, man, they're sleeping? That is weird. And you were like, well, they can sleep. And I was like, okay.
X'd it out, but okay.
I was like, we'll push on that later. And then time went by, and then it was like, Farney's in a good... I like how both of us were like, Farney's in a good mood. This isn't correct.
Oh, that was so funny.
We do need to find out what happened to Farney.
That's a question for next time.
That's a larger problem. I'm gonna make a note. Ask where Farney
oh my gosh, an actual note?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Well, now it's a case of like...
Add that to the recap.
If we didn't turn back before, do we turn back now? I mean, this is a bigger case. But we spend all this time getting to Kahlo, it's like, well, shit, we gotta kind of tell the Twistwinds, like, I don't know where Farney is.
We were supposed to guard them as they guided us. Oopsies.
Kind of lost them.
Sorry?
We sent them ahead, and they came back weird. I'm pretty sure there's a fairy tale about that.
Yeah. But no, it just, what a wild session. And yeah, like Derek was saying, like, I love the genuine, like, the anger of like, oh yeah, like we're not calling them by name, like, not knowing who the fuck Kevin was. It's like the child, like, yeah, they're fine. It was like, no, if I'm on the horn, if Duncan's giving me shit for something happening to Kevin, and I was like, oh no, it came after the dragon. No, it's fucking Vox. No. I'll deal with this myself. Thank you. But that's gonna be so funny when they get the chance to be like, Farney, blah blah. And it's like, yeah, about that. Or like if something happens, the magic ring turns off and it's Vox. And they're like, you, and then Namos and Brett are like, god damn it,
Again.
And you're both like, you. What a shock.
How dare. What have you done with Farney?
So I don't know if you noticed, before Vox was revealed, when you would talk to Farney or be like, hey Farney, it took a minute for them to respond.
Should be like, oh yeah, that's me.
Like, oh right, yes. What can I do for you, Brun? I, Farney Twistwind. That's me.
Yep, certainly me. It's what it says on my name tag.
It's what it says on the underwear I'm wearing right now. Just kidding. Vox doesn't wear underwear. He's got a tail.
Vox wears very specific underwear upon request.
I no longer like this line of thinking. Don't you do this to my boy.
Our boy.
You leave our idiot son alone.
Either way, I'm telling Farney to shut up next game, and I'm going to see what
oh my gosh, that was so funny. You immediately were just like, I hate you so much.
I can't stand this.
It's so good. I also can't wait for you to
we'll do that palm reading. Never.
No, don't touch me.
Farney,
you get
Farney,
nothing.
Hey, Farney, go shit in a bucket. It's like, what?
And the guys are like, huh?
What did we miss? What happened while we were Thane, I love that Thane was present for that conversation for most of it and was just like,
Yeah, Andrew didn't give me many notes, and I didn't even ask Evan, because his notes are generally just like, whatever.
Also, follow-up star to Alexis as
Oh, no.
one GM to another. Jaegering two PCs as NPCs sucks.
It sure does.
It is so hard to be like, here's what I want to do, here's what I would do, but also here, like, is this what the player's gonna want to do to like put, like, you have some guidance, some notes, but it's a lot. It is way more stressful than what you could do with an NPC.
I was mostly pulling from like previous game to see like what are the vibes, how are we feeling about certain plans, and trying to run from there. Full disclosure, talking with Andrew, Thane is going to disappear for a bit. So they are not returning to the camp in time for the meeting. You will have to leave them behind for now.
Okay.
But I will...
But the character will safely reappear. Will appear further down the line.
Yes.
Incredible. I'm willing to accept that DM fiat kind of thing.
It's as much as I can continue to Jaeger multiple people, I don't want to, especially if there's like actual decisions being made. I'm not going to do that.
No, totally fair. And especially because there's a good avenue for it, so we can take that character out and have that space open and available.
Like, we knew it was coming, so I kind of wanted to have some stuff ready for him.
Yeah.
There we go.
Decisions today were they were great, and Andrew's mentioned this for a while. Just trying to take a break for a little bit with
darn children. Ugh.
How dare they? But
disgusting.
Now, good news, we won't split 2 and 2 again.
It'll only be 2 and 1s.
Unfortunately, Navos and Brun are kind of besties, and then there's a grumpy old man who's like, I don't like what's happening here, and we're like, shut up, Grandpa. Have a nap.
Take a nap. Yeah.
Eat a Werther's.
That's nice, Grandpa. Let's get you back to bed. Back in my day, Velos Vidar.
Yep. You sure were a paragon of virtue, Grandpa. Let's.
I have 12 grandchildren. What? But anyway, yeah. I want to force Evan to engage with y'all a bit more. His backstory is pretty light, so I want to give him reasons to actually interact with you guys more and force him to do that. So
I'm excited. I think this will be an interesting way to do it because we are caught between. Do you think like we have a mission to complete on a timeline, and the only way to do that is to go against a lot of his tenets and like associate with criminals and like.
I mean, it's not the only way.
Yeah,
you have options. You could have tried the cart. But anyway.
But like that's gonna be interesting to like push and pull on those.
I want to piss Duncan off and like make him react.
I want to get under Duncan's skin. Like I want to see how far, because if we get through this, there's a world where Brun makes a promise to like Brun owes Louis and his goons a favor, and as soon as Louis and his guys showed up, I was like, that's probably what we're gonna end up fucking doing, and I hate it because they're bastards. But I love the idea that we get through this, and Duncan's like, cool, so we're gonna report them to the authorities, right? And I'm like, no, I owe them a favor. Like,
silence, old man.
We just, this was a business transaction. Like, the general rule is snitches get stitches, dude. And he's like, but we have no.
Yeah, we're not all. You calm down.
You are not.
I would say, did you ever consider taking the maybe Boneberry's cart around to the feeders?
I honestly thought that was another. I thought that was I thought that was a setup for Louis and his gang of like follow that cart. That might be a Boneberry cart. I have no idea, and Alexis will never tell.
Nope.
But once realized that Vox was like, no, there are no Boneberries to talk to, that was the tipping point for Brun to like, okay, we don't have, I don't have a limo driver, so I guess I'm taking an Uber, and maybe it's an Uber, like a what's the group Uber, like the, where like you're
Lyft?
just, no, because it's like
I don't know.
there's like Uber XL, there's like Uber Classic, and then there's
don't
one where
Uber.
it's like a carpool Uber where it's like we just pick,
I
there's
walk.
like 3 or 4 groups of people in a single car and you just go, and it's like, well, I guess we're doing the budget friendly one instead of an actual like certified taxi.
Oh,
I guess.
And like once Vox was like, yeah, there's no bone berries, there's still enough trust in Vox that like if Vox could, Vox would, especially because Vox literally told my boss
Sure.
that they were the reason. Like Brun's pissed at Vox, but also is like Vox literally fell on the sword for Brun, and that's gonna earn a lot of favor. And now Vox has gotta fucking disappear again, so there's some plausible deniability.
Yeah, the look of like, are you insinuating you're gonna sell me out to these guys? Cause you had grabbed their tail while they were escaping and been like, the boss wants to see you. So, in their head, you are willing to turn them in to whomever. So, you may trust Vox, but who knows if they trust you right now? Other than being salty. But anyway, it is 10:30.
I also
and y'all have
expo-
things to do.
also
but
exposing them to Duncan's rules does give me there's a hilarious like mental image of like maybe there's an offshoot where one of these lessons sinks in and then Vox becomes a paladin of Velos Madar, which is the greatest heel turn I've ever thought of in a game.
you are waterboarding them with a holy ritual in the hopes that something works. Meanwhile, they're screaming in the background. Why can't you be normal?
I forgot. Navos is also going to be heartbroken now for however long Thane is out, seeing the face, and now however long Thane is now going to be missing with the collective.
Oh yeah.
It's like, wait, that's the first time I've seen it in decades. And now they're just gone.
And it's gone.
But also,
Oh,
you
that's-
told them you can't use that face. Don't look at me if you have that face.
Yeah, but one of those things though. It's like if you sleep over it again, it's like, well, fuck, like it's the only.
There goes
that's
that
the only
opportunity.
thing I've
the only
had
way
in
yeah.
so long. Like I gave it away.
But you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to learn more about Navos, and with 3 people, and like again, you taking up more space and like stretching that a little more. I can't wait to find out more about Navos. That's gonna be so good.
Navos can't either. Navos has no idea.
Incredible. We love that.
It's true.
But
That big old dome of his only has space for eyeball. There is no memory in there.
Not much in it, just a
He's
big
all
skull.
eye. So I am all for not telling the guys at all what has happened, because that's
Copy.
funny to me. Derek, if you share, because they were technically there, probably, maybe, you're welcome to, but I enjoy this fun little game.
Yeah, I'll just leave this one off. I'll keep the audio if we ever need it, but I won't put it up.
Yeah, I've got recordings too. Speaking of which, Christopher,
for next week.
Yeah.
I may be slightly delayed. Because we will be driving back from Gen Con that day, and I don't know what times we are leaving.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Because we leave Wednesday. We're leaving Wednesday. We're back on Monday. 8-hour drive. We are leaving. We're gonna leave Indy. We're hoping 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then Pittsburgh at noon. Drop off Erica, and then power through the rest of the way. It's entirely likely I'll be on time. It's possible I'll be delayed.
Just
I
let me
will
know. Day off.
I'll let
Should
you
be
guys
fine.
know as we're traveling.
I don't think I'm working that day, so.
I would like to jump on and play if I can. I will be tired and probably sick, but I will want to play.
Yay!
So,
I continue to be thrilled at the cultivation of FOMO in this game.
it's not even FOMO. It's just like it's
Miss
not
and
missing
you'll
out.
miss everything.
It's not even that I'm missing. It's just like it's a lot of fun.
Yay! All right,
So.
10:30, friends. Y'all have to be up early. I don't.
Yarp.
I've got travel tomorrow, so.
Don't have fun.
If you need me, I probably won't respond, so you can just text me. If
Okay.
it's desperate. Yeah, thanks for playing, friends.
Okay.
This was
thanks
fun.
Thanks
Thank
for running.
you.
It was a lot of fun.
Have
See
fun
y'all
with the
next week.
training.
I will. I'm going to eat so many plants.